see the device in his ear there. Over there, you can probably see a little bit of wax on the back end. Okay. A lot of patients will ask, well, what if I have a wax issue? Is that going to be a problem? And the wax glands generally are in the front of the ear canal, and the lyric is put down beyond that. So normally when we do an insertion, we clean the wax out, we put the device in, and then when you come back in for new lyric devices, and when we take it out, that literally takes any wax buildup out with it. So you're really starting with clean ears each and every time you come in for a new lyric. So if you have any questions, he's the unbiased one because he's wearing them and he likes them. And I think he can give you a better idea of what it's like. JD, tell me a little bit, if you will, about what the difference was. You've worn traditional hearing aids versus these. Yeah.
Well, I joined the Navy when I was a young kid, and I was on an aircraft carrier with a bunch of jets, and I lost a lot of my hearing. And then when I came to Phoenix, I worked in a furniture factory for 40 years, and I lost the rest of it. So. And then this guy came along. So we tried just about every kind of hearing aid as there was. And then when this one came along, I put it on 4 years ago, and had one bit of trouble with it. But they forgot to tell you that I'm their guinea pig.
Yes.
They wanted somebody in each state to go swimming and put your head underwater. And I work out 5 days a week, and so I have Tuesdays and Thursdays was a short day. So when all my friends would be drinking coffee, I'd go in the swimming pool. And I wouldn't dive in and swim underwater for long ways. I'd just swim, but I'd get longer in their ears. And then when I'd go to the men's room and take a shower, I'd take the hair dryer and I'd just dry a little bit of moisture in my ears, so I haven't had any problem with that.
Yeah, JD actually participated in a swim study that Lyric was doing. And we do find that for some people, they can go swimming with them. We're not recommending that right now. But for other than getting your head underwater for long periods, we're finding the Lyric works very, very well.
Do you wear them do you turn them off at night or leave them on all day?
Well, there's 5 different speeds. I didn't tell you that. So, anyway, you put them on, and they have a little magnet. I don't have one. You put it in your ear, and it'll beep. And if you just hold it there, it'll beep 5 times, but it gets louder each time. So when you get to 5, you need to take that out, or you go back to 1. So, yeah, this one right here. So if I put it in my ear now, that turned it off. Put it back in and hold it there.
And now the volume is ramping up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that's as loud as it'll get, which is pretty loud.
Do you usually keep it on 5?
No. Only when you're trying to hear something from a distance, you wouldn't do that. But I'll put it back there. That was 1, and that's 1. And I can hear plenty well with that one. But that's kind of the sleep mode. So that's why you don't have to take them out. You can hear pretty well with it. And if you should have to take them out, God forbid, put this little thing in and twist it, and it comes out. Then you come and see Bob, and he fixes it and puts it back in for you.
How about your understanding? Do you understand more with these than you do with the...
Yeah, with the other hearing aids, you always got a buzzing, and it was a faraway sound, and the wax, and the little tiny batteries. That was all. I wouldn't wear them because I didn't want to mess with the batteries. So when they got these and you put them in, you don't have to take them off. I wear them all the time.
How long do yours last? How long do they last before you have to get new ones?
Around 4 months. They come in and they take them out and put another one in. But only if the batteries would go low. But if you keep them on low, like I do most of the time, they'll maybe go another month.
Yeah, we don't recommend that you wear these longer than 4 months. We want you to come in, we'll take them out, put new ones in, and that's just for good ear health. Make sure that the ear is clean and clear and healthy. JD, can you talk a little bit though? I know you've told me when you go to a restaurant with Roxy and you have other people there. What do you do with the lyric?
I just leave it on low.
You leave it on low.
But when we work out five days a week, we go into the coffee shop and there's this many women. I turn them off. Then we go outside and I turn them back on. But it's just, they make a lot of noise.
Men don't, of course.
Men don't. Men whisper. We're very secretive. Oh, she's got big ones, hasn't she?
Yeah.
We got a couple of questions.
Let me relay the story that my father-in-law was saying, though. When he goes into a restaurant, he can turn them down. And he said he can hear the people at his table without picking up all the background. So that's what I was trying to get out of you there, but that's another story for another day. Were there some questions back here?
Yeah, I was just wondering, one of the biggest troubles I have is when I'm calling somebody, and you know how you have to use a phone nowadays, you push one and then you get all these things, is some lady usually comes on, men aren't so bad, but ladies come on, and they're talking a mile a minute, and it's just about like that. So anyway, how about, and also the anchors on news broadcasts, they talk fast. And I have a problem of interpreting their speech when they're talking like that.
Do you have hearing aids on now?
Yes.
You can't turn them down, though.
I can turn them down, yeah.
You can? Well,
yeah.
When you go into a place like that, you should turn them down because all that noise just ricochets off the walls and comes back to you twice as loud.
I'll try that.
I go out and eat a lot with my neighbors, and none of them have hearing aids. They're a lot younger than I am. Anyway, when I go into these restaurants where you can hear the people in the kitchen, you know, you can hear the people in the bar, you can hear the cars going by. So they complain about the noise when they do that, and I just turn mine to low, and I can hear everybody at the table. My wife appreciates them because my favorite word was hum.
What? To answer your question too, the lyric tend to work very, very well with telephones.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to get the ringing or the buzzing. You can put the phone right on your ear the way you normally would.
I take my hearing aid off.
Yeah, and the lyric you don't. These will work well on the phone.
Then I have a caption phone too, so.
Okay. Well, but your comment about rapid speech, and that's important. As we get older, we do not process speech as well when it's very, very rapid. And as you all know today, a lot of our young people, it's how fast can you talk? How fast can you get something out? And there are no hearing aids out there that are going to give you good word understanding for rapid speech. We can certainly improve on it, but it's not going to be something that is going to be a perfect solution.
What about, one of my big problems, and you just said the word hun, and reminded me of this. My wife was always talking to me around corners. I cannot understand a word she said. So I have to walk around the corner on some music or something on her computer. I got to get up out of the chair and go out there and ask her what she said to me. And then she gets upset. I said, well, you know, I can't hear you. I mean, I can hear you mumbling at me, but I can't hear what you're saying.
Well, they don't like to hear the hum. They like honey.
I know.
Yes, honey.
Can you hear around corners with those?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like if you're in your house in some other part of the house, and your wife says something to you, you can hear her. And I can hear her.
If she doesn't mumble.
Can you understand it?
She mumbles a lot.
Yeah.
We're picking on the women today.
We are. I didn't mean this to be a gripe session.
Well, when you do that 30-day trial, you put them in. The audiologist will walk around the corner and ask you questions to see if you can hear around the corner. You get to actually do that if you want, so you can test them.
But the real test is going home and wearing them with your wife.
Around the
It's hard
corner.
to go around the corner and see how you do.